The Bitcoin RSI is crashing towards historical lows after Trump announced that the US crypto bill hits a very difficult and important wall. The markets are dumping, but we can say we weren't prepared for this because in yesterday's daily update video, I talked about this short I was in and that I wanted to run this short towards new lows. Right now I've been taking profit and we are entering a very interesting zone to look for trades towards the upside. We will deep dive into all this in today's daily update video, but first of all, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X and to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and like this daily update video if you love those updates. So let's dive right away into the content for now. Because what we actually can see, and this is a really interesting chart, is that Bitcoin, the RSI, is dumping below 30. And if we look at the history of Bitcoin, every single time the RSI dumped below 30, a major macro event was happening. But more importantly, if we saw a RSI under 30, the Bitcoin bottom was near to be formed. And of course, it take a while, but afterwards the Bitcoin price exploded towards the upside. Let's deep dive this in 2015 because the RSI dumped below 30 right over here. Back then, Bitcoin was started to bottoming out and after that exploded towards the upside. So the point I want to be making here is not that the Bitcoin bottom is in by the day or by the week or even by the month, but the Bitcoin bottom will be somewhere around these price levels. That's the point I want to make, because if we look at the RSI below 30 in 2019, we saw the Bitcoin bottomed out and then started its next leg towards the upside, and afterwards we pumped way more towards the upside. And please understand that we are below the 30 RSI and the COVID crash didn't even come under the 30 RSI, and that was maybe the best buying opportunity for Bitcoin in the history. Right here in 2022, we saw that major bear market towards the downside. Also, the RSI crashed, of course, below 30. But if we look at the Bitcoin price started to bottom out and eventually started to move towards the upside. So right now, I think the Bitcoin bottom will be near this price targets. I think that Bitcoin could go any lower, but around this level will go sideways to start its next leg towards the upside. These levels of RSI are so valuable. If we look at the history of Bitcoin, and of course, we are dumping pretty heavily. Like today, we're down 7%. But if you look at this chart, no matter what we are doing today, no matter what we are doing this month, no matter what we are doing in the upcoming year, this was historical, a massive buy opportunity for Bitcoin. 12,000%, 2,000%, and 600% is just a massive signal that is flashing right now. That is the exact point I want to make with this RSI crash here. And of course, everyone is down bad right now. But these are the opportunities and these are the charts you want to look out for, because when it doubts, zoom out, and this chart is telling us some really interesting facts. Also, an interesting fact where almost nobody is talking about, and that is that the US crypto bill is hitting a wall. And this is a really negative news for Bitcoin because the White House just drew a hard red line through the crypto market structure bill. And this is really bad, because if this deal is not reached by late February, the entire crypto bill could collapse. And this is a massive movement in the market, because if this happens, it would turn out really bad for Bitcoin. And all the things Trump have been saying about crypto wouldn't be true, and that is a really bad story for Bitcoin. So for now, it is really important for the US crypto bill that it will be proceed before the end of February. If that happens, we will probably see more upside coming for Bitcoin. But to be really honest, if the crypto bill collapses by the end of February, I can say that we won't see any more pain towards the downside. If we look at the trade we perfectly took yesterday, in yesterday's video, like we have been discussing right over here, I said that I was in this trade further towards the downside. My stop loss on break-even level was at the $72,000, but I also said that I want to run this trade towards new lows. So I opened up this trade. Perfectly, we are hitting new lows and I'm taking profits of my short trade right as of here. We have been talking about this trade in the past few days. We have been talking about this short move in the past few days. And yesterday I already confirmed that I expected a further move towards the downside. We are literally crushing the market while Bitcoin is going down heavily. And if you want to do so, please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel, because all these trading setups I discuss in my daily update videos. And if you are subscribed, you would never miss a trading setup once again in crypto. So please make sure to do so. Right now, what is my plan? I am taking profits of my short. I will let some contracts run further towards the downside. I will take for 80% profit and I will let 20% run for maybe another major capitalization move towards the downside. But a really interesting fact is we are at a major support zone for Bitcoin. In this moment right over here, we were rejecting every single time the top side. We were rejecting this resistance every single time. And that is our benefit for now, because that means that this major resistance will be flipped in support. And that is the exact moment and the exact point the market is at right now. And I think a little bit of a relief rally towards the upside could start from off this point. So that is the exact moment I want to look for long trades towards the upside, and everyone probably would call me crazy, but one fact, and that is something you need to know, we have seen such a down move towards the downside. The risk to reward, the best ratio will be to long the market from off this point, because the upside is way bigger than the downside from off this point. But when I'm gonna long the market, that is something that needs to be developed in the price action we are at right now. Right now, not even a single signal that we could long the market, but we need to see a little change of character, a market structure towards the top side to even think about a long position. If we manage to gain a drop-off point that brought us towards a new lower low, and that is approximately the $70,000 level, I am looking slowly for longs. We are building up major liquidity on the top side here, which will be taken out anytime soon. So if this market structure shift will shift further towards the upside, I am looking for any long trades in the market. For now, I'm not looking for a short trade. Why? The risk to reward ratio is just very bad. But if something unfolds in the market and if the next major trade setup is unfolding, I will keep you posted over on my X page, and of course I will be keep you posted over on my YouTube channel. So please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel. You can always join my free community with the first link in the description, and I will also keep you posted about every single trade and every single step I make in the crypto world right over there. So if you never want to miss something very important in the crypto markets, please make sure to follow me over on those socials. And like as I've said, right from off this point, I expect a small bounce from off this point. If we see a small relief rally, if we are seeing a small bounce from off this point, I am taking profits on any long positions over on Bitcoin. Either on my spot trades, but also on my swing trade. I might be opening up here if I see some conditions for a long position. So that is what I'm currently seeing right now. If we drop below this support zone, it could end up really bad for Bitcoin. And that is really honest with you guys. But an interesting fact still, what we are seeing on the on-chain data is that whales are still flipping long on Bitcoin. Even when the Bitcoin price is dumping, even when we are lower. They are still buying Bitcoin, and that is why whales are whales. They are massively profitable in the market. They are playing with such a big amount of money, and why they are so profitable is because they are buying fear moments. They are buying the capitulation moves that are happening, and that is exactly happening right now. So if wheels are buying this dump, why wouldn't you buy them too? Because this is the moment, and it might sound weird, because the moment it feels uncomfortable to step in the market to buy Bitcoin, that is the exact moment you want to buy Bitcoin and you want to step in the market. And so are whales, and so am I, and so are all the smart investors buying right now. And ending with that, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X and to subscribe over on my YouTube channel. And I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.